What, did you say you want us to do him?
Yeah, man, do him without games. Spell that for us, sir.
What?
D-A-C-K.
Lord of the Lemon.
Can you say the best line from Helsing Bridge 2? That's a lot of swearing, so a lot of busing will be going on if you want that. Yeah, thank you so much for all those who enjoyed Helsing Bridge episode 2. I was really happy with how it turned out.
Colonel Gold, try and keep the milestone pictures down to a reasonable size. Because otherwise you could drive King Cool crazy. We have some automated stuff that will shrink them, both in file size and actual size, but
everyone's...
You lose detail.
Everyone's asking
Kim
questions.
tells me someone wants us to wish Chris a happy birthday.
What? Are you okay?
Wait, give me damn man.
What?
Yes! No, it's not there.
What the hell, man?
Is that an overlay?
Is that on the overlay?
Yeah.
What?
I don't like it.
Is it the internet?
I don't like it. That really sketched me out for a
tell me all these
second.
questions are coming so fast.
Save us from the creepy doll.
Chris, happy birthday. No, that's not creepy.
Happy birthday, Chris. Sorry, that just freaked me
Scared the
out.
bus out of us.
So we have a call-in coming in a few minutes.
Yeah, we do.
We have a song for Kelly and Derek. You have to
Yeah. Wait for that.
Who's calling?
Yeah. Who's calling?
All right.
Steve Butts, content director for The Escapist.
Nice meeting you at Yomicon too.
Okay, he's available whenever we
Yeah, my pleasure.
I was just like, well, big, and then just
I'll be here for a bunch of tonight. Don't worry.
I went upstairs. I was like, hey, Brent, could you grab that last
So if
sandwich?
you'd like to see some Iron Stomach Challenge come along on this thing, anytime you donate, tag your donation with Iron Stomach Challenge, and if that money adds up to $2,000, it will happen.
What's the
We
Iron
have some
Stomach
really
Challenge?
gross things. Oh, we have a whole sack of things that don't look like food.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what?
We have licorice lemon, we have dried things.
Dried things.
We're doing that?
Seriously, folks, dried things.
We have crispy,
I think
crispy rolls.
it sounds
with
like Steve
pandanus.
is ready anytime.
Who's eating?
Yeah.
Who's eating?
Really, whoever
So-
volunteers.
Hey, can I actually take
Probably
take a picture
crew
of
as
my
well.
phone? Thank you.
Don't touch my fries. Yeah.
my
So
own
if you
fries
tag
right
your
there.
donation, they can include it in the total. So a donation you're already making.
All right.
Just
We
put
got
that on.
calling, guys.
Ladies and
I'll be
gentlemen,
back in a bit, guys.
we have
No, my seat.
a clone fall.
You
Better grab it. It's gonna go. No seats go fast. Seat butts.
after the call.
When's your next shift? Off.
After the call,
When are you going off
When are you going off next?
When am I going off? 6?
Tomorrow? I'm happy to do another hour anytime, man.
I'll let you know. I'm okay for now. I just barely started.
Faces.
Tally,
Can we
could you please bring me one of those 2 liters of club soda and a cup?
keep it down?
Whoa!
Hey, Steve.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. I assume you can hear us?
Absolutely. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you just fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 8
Yeah, I think
o'clock. So, chat, this is Steve Butts, content director for The Escapist. If you have any questions, go over to the DeSertBus.org site. There's a thread there for him. You can post questions in the comment thread there. Steve, hi. How's it
The
going?
face of butts.
It's going great.
Awesome face.
Nice picture.
Tally was going to
Thank you, thank you. You guys have a lot of people there right now.
We do. We do. It's crazy.
Is this your capacity? I mean, is this a full house, or are there still people you're waiting on?
No,
No, there have been more.
We have previously this year had more people in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every time I've tuned in so far, it's been somebody singing.
Yeah.
That happens a lot. We get a lot of song related challenges.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I've already said what you do, but how about you introduce yourself for the people watching who may not know who you are?
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I'm Steve Butts. I'm editor-in-chief of The Escapist. I've been doing that for about 2 months. Prior to that, I was managing editor for a little over a year. Before that, I worked at IGN for, 11 or 12 years. So I've been in the industry on the journalism side for a long, long time. It's one of the greatest jobs I've ever had. I love doing it. I love going to work every day, which to me is worth a lot.
Awesome.
Johnny, can you turn it down just a touch?
I just did.
Sorry, I'm just seeing what questions.
Can I ask one?
Yeah.
I have one. What's it like going through life with the last name Butts? I mean, there's so many jokes. You know what I'm saying? It's too easy.
Yeah, it was a little rough, but I was one of those kids that I got big early,
Yeah.
so I was a lot bigger than most of my classmates in like 4th or 5th grade. So
Right.
by that
You're
point,
making
a lot
up
of the
a butt
jokes
joke,
stopped
kid? Yeah, exactly.
because I was so physically imposing. I mean, you can see just my manner right here, my aspect is just very intimidating.
Yeah, look at
so
that. Yeah.
so it was rough early on, but it kind of evened out after a while.
Yeah, that's good. It's good to get that out of the way because about a third of the questions.
Oh,
in
that. I
in
meant
the-
I asked.
in the
Yeah.
thread right now are about your name.
Yeah.
I get it a lot, but like professionally speaking, it's a real advantage because people aren't likely to forget meetings.
That's true. That's true.
That is
That's
true. I can imagine that
You
being
never
very
forget that. Name
Right.
Too.
Okay, here's a question that doesn't involve butts. With all of the superhero movies coming out lately, do you think a Doctor Strange movie will happen?
Yes. Somebody actually knows me asking that question.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Steve Ditko fan, a huge Doctor Strange fan. It's my avatar on the forums. I have a little Doctor Strange action figure on my desk, so I would absolutely love to see that. I think they are talking about actually making one of those movies. There was one made for TV, I think an ABC sort of like movie of the week back in the 70s or 80s that was just terrible. I mean, the guy looked like a porn star as opposed to Earth Sorcerer Supreme. So there has been a Doctor Strange movie already, but I'm hopeful that they'll make a really, really good one that's true to the character soon.
Sweet. I'm not going to ask Steve why he decided to add 0 punctuation to The Escapist because he wasn't working there when that happened.
Right.
What's been your biggest challenge now that you are editor in chief?
A lot of meetings, basically. I mean, it's you know, I got into this business because I like games and I like writing, but now I'm in more of an administrative role, so I do less playing and writing about games. Now it's more content planning, making spreadsheets, having sales calls, things like that. That's the most challenging thing, is sort of weathering that transition.
There's a question here about what if you hope to make any changes creatively to The Escapist now that you're sort of at the helm of that department.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff in mind, a lot of things that the publisher Alexander McCrease and I have talked about doing. The problem is that I took over right before all the reviews started to hit for the holiday rush, so I haven't really had a lot of opportunity to do things other than play Skyrim, play Assassin's Creed, play Batman Arkham Asylum.
Oh, muffin.
What a horrible job!
Skyrim's so
You know,
good.
it's like the worst thing ever, right?
Yeah.
But it is. I mean, it is. You know, at the end of the day, it is a job. I mean, being obliged to play a lot of games is fun, and like I say, it's better than any other job I've ever had. But at the same time, every once in a while, I'd rather not play a game. You know what I mean? I'd rather sort of do something else with my free time. So, you know, I always joke it's kind of like being a gynecologist. It looks intriguing from the outside, but at the end of the day, it's just what you do.
Yeah.
That was
Just a joke.
wonderful.
Yeah,
metaphor
there.
For myself and Paul, ever since
You're
we
gonna see
started,
things you never wanted to see.
for myself and Paul,
That's right.
ever since we started doing Unskippable, we've actually spent less time playing games.
Yeah, I
than
know,
we
I
did
know.
before. Like we see more individual games week to week, but
Right.
we actually have less time to play them.
Stop after the cutscene.
Steve Butts, are you any relation to Alfred Mosher Butts, inventor of Scrabble?
No, but I tell people I am.
Nice.
I'll be honest with you guys tonight. No, I'm not, but I have told people in the past that I am related to him.
My mom's last name is Graham Bell, and I have told people I'm related to Alexander Graham Bell, and I believe that is a falsehood.
I won't tell anybody if you don't.
All right, it's a good thing no one's listening.
That's right.
Especially not 2,400 people.
I saw your review of Skyrim. You said you would play more of it. Did you? And if so, has that changed your opinion at all?
Well, this is the thing. This is what I was talking about earlier. You know, I had to sort of play as much Skyrim as possible before the embargo lifted, and I was able to review it. And then once that was done, it was on to the next thing. I've been playing Assassin's Creed since then, which I love, but I haven't had as much time to dive back into Skyrim as I'd like. The weird thing is we've had what I would call Skyrimitis infect the office.
Oh yeah.
I have a very flexible personal time off policy at The Escapist. So the week that game came out, we must have had 7 or 8 people take sick days.
I am currently having Skyrim withdrawals. So.
Sick
Yeah.
days.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that some people actually are sick. There is some sort of plague going around the office, so it's hard to tell who's actually really sick and who is,
Just playing Skyrim.
just out for Skyrim.
Yeah.
You can do both, you know. You can be sick and play Skyrim.
Yeah.
You catch
Oh,
enough the Skyrim if
That's
you're
true.
cup.
Other
This is
people.
true. We have some people who are roommates, and one of them will be sick legitimately, and the other one will be sick just to play Skyrim.
They should. The person who's healthy should get the other person to infect them so they can play Skyrim
Yeah.
without the guilt.
Right.
That's right.
I need you to lick this lollipop I'm about to eat so I can play Skyrim for a week.
Sure. Could you just rub your eyes on my keyboard for a few minutes?
Question from the chat. Dear Dr. Master Editor, how many hours of gaming do you log in a week, work and pleasure?
Well, they're indistinguishable. I mean, work and pleasure can be the same sort of thing in my line of work. It depends. Like I said, I'm doing a lot more administrative stuff now, so it may be as few as 10. The weeks leading up to Skyrim, it was as much as 30.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole separate full-time job to
Yeah.
play these games.
Is there any entertaining ways in which you have abused your new power?
None that I'd be willing to admit to.
Yeah.
And it's not power.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing
Yeah,
else.
I mean, the whole point is sort of not getting caught doing that.
Right.
So yeah, there have been plenty of ways I've done that, but I'm certainly not going to own up to it, given that a lot of our readers are probably listening to this right now.
Yeah,
What happens in
Right.
DefiRtBus stays in DefiRtBus.
Right.
We will delete it all afterwards.
Pie or cake?
So, cool.
Cake, absolutely, 100%. I love pie, but it's
Oh,
sometimes
really?
has.
More for me.
Pie, yeah. All of pie.
Kind of
so.
pie.
All the pies.
All the pies.
Well, my wife was a baker for a while, so she took a lot of classes, and we made what she called practice cakes. So I learned to really enjoy cake, and she got good at making it. So to me, pie just doesn't even compete.
But have you ever had raspberry rhubarb pie? That's the question.
Oh, rhubarb.
I don't think I ever have had a rhubarb pie. No.
Raspberry rhubarb. Go eat that, and then your idea will
The
change.
strawberry rhubarb.
Okay.
So
Done.
anyway,
How much
Shake your
time
lemon
is
pie.
spent creating the review of a game after you've played it?
It depends. If it's an Xbox Live Arcade title, something fairly light, it could be an hour or two. If it's something real in depth, like Civ 5 or Skyrim, it could be a full day or two.
yeah.
Alright.
I mean, our process involves a lot of other people. It's not just the review writer. So, I'll come in, I'll write a script, I'll send it around to everybody just to kind of get another pair of eyes on it. They'll send back comments. Then Justin and I, who's our video producer, we'll sit down in the capture room and we'll go through the script and decide what types of footage we need. We'll spend 2 or 3 hours capturing that. Then he edits for a few hours while I write the review, and then it all gets passed around again for people to look at and comment. And I mean, it can take a full day or two for a big game.
Cool. What? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was. Are there any upcoming games you're looking forward to? I mean, all the real big ones have sort of come out already, haven't they?
Well, they have. I mean, Star Wars: The Old Republic is still coming out this
That's
year,
true.
so that's a pretty massive one that I am genuinely looking forward to.
Yeah.
I kind of got burnt out on MMOs. There's a lot of sameness in
Bad
those
writing.
games, and they're sort of I don't know. In order to protect the other player's experience, they have to be sort of generic. There's
Yeah.
no way for me to really have a lasting impact on the world.
You can't have an epic hero.
Yeah, exactly. And BioWare's promised that that's what they're bringing to the Old Republic.
Right,
And,
I hope they do.
But based on what I've played, they are succeeding at least a little bit on that level. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing the full game later next month.
We had John Scalzi phone in earlier, and this person asked them this question and then decided, why not? They'll ask you this question too. What is your opinion of erotic Star Trek fan fiction?
Really?
You're awesome.
I'm firmly in the con column.
Oh.
I think this is
Smart.
Again, more for me.
possibly someone looking to pitch a manuscript, I think.
Yeah, is this guy looking to make a
Yeah.
pitch? Or
Yeah, no, just
You
because
like
I'm
con is what
personally
you're
against it
saying.
doesn't mean that I don't think it would do well.
so you're saying that we should make a con for,
Right.
for
You only like the
erotic
one with
fan
con.
fiction?
Please send all those submissions to our features editor and managing editor, Susan Arendt.
All right.
Oh, I hope Susan's listening. How much travel is involved with being editor in chief?
Not as much as there is in the levels below that. I'm absolutely indispensable around the office, so I kind of I have to be around. But you have the editorial prerogative at my level. So if there's a trip that I really want to take, I can say, "All right, everybody stand aside. This one's mine."
Nice. There
Yeah.
you go. There.
There's the power.
There it is.
Using power.
That's right.
Yeah, well, the same thing happened with the Skyrim review. There were a few people that said, "Hey, I'd like to do this game," and I thought, "Well, that's nice, but
I am all
I
over
think I'll be doing it."
This is a question I can actually help answer. Someone asking, as the editor-in-chief, how much